Hello everyone, Archangel Waiju here, and I finished top 64 at Ycs Orlando, playing definitely my favorite deck of all time, to the Tenpai Bystial Fiend Smith. I finished Swiss X2 15th place, and unfortunately lost in top 64 to a very unfortunate set of circumstances, but it is what it is. I had a blast. Real quick, just want to give a couple shout-outs. Shout-outs to everyone who came to the Airbnb. Everyone's goated. Shout out to Eddie for being able to be convinced to play the right deck for the tournament. Unfortunately, couldn't convert, but it's fine because me, him, and the cameraman are going to win Vegas.
So true.
So true, bestie. Shout out to everyone back home cheering me on. Everyone that sent me a message cheering me on. Shout out to like Chris, Keith, and his everyone else from the Wilson, Raleigh area. You guys are all the best. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into it. So starting off, Tenpai cards, 3 Pydra, 1 Chandra, 1 Genroku, and 1 Fadra for the monsters. Not much to say. Everyone knows roughly what they do by now. And if you don't, the gist of it is they kill you. And they're really good at it. Just the spells 1, 1, and 1. Unfortunately, limited. The deck's too good. They had to limit all 4 of these, which is a bit unfortunate, but it leads to creativity like this, which is really nice. A lot of game 1s, I would just be playing like pure Fiend Smith, and then all of a sudden game 2, I would just normal Hydra, and it would just be game. And that was a lot of fun to do to people, just seeing their kind of eyes light up. Bystials, so 3 Lubellion, regained, by far one of the best cards to open. Being able to resolve both effects of this turn 1 puts you so far ahead that it is very, very difficult to lose from that spot. It generates a lot of bodies. It gets you a lot of advantage. It's really hard to kill, and it's really hard to stop everything that's happening. 1 Mag, 2 Druis, 1 Baldrake. I was really happy with this. I was testing a lot more, and I felt that I wanted cards that could also handle things like Detonator, stuff like that, and I was cutting down on those cards for Bystials. And I realized that the main one you want to see is Magnuma. These are cool to see, but they're not, I just want this card back to 3, please, Konami. But yeah, they were super good. I wouldn't cut them. Fiend Smith, 3 Engraver, 1 Lacrima, 1 Lurie, 2 Tracked in the Trap. Big fan of 2 Tracked, big fan of this whole engine. It, like, actually just carries games. It's crazy that, like, these cards can just grind infinitely and win you games by themselves, but any 2 monsters, chat. Non-engine, just 3 Ash. Alright then, 3 Veiler. Sorry, it smells like the house is gonna burn down, so we gotta do this quickly. 3 Veiler, 3 Nib, 3 Fua, 3 Droplet, and 2 Talent. Really happy with the non-engine lineup. I didn't see Droplet much, but in testing it was really good.
How'd you like Fua in main versus side?
Actually, if you're not maining this, I'm sorry, but you're not building your deck properly. Like, actually, every time this resolved, I won. Going first, I would, like, see a hand of, like, Lurie this, normal it, make Requiem pass. Like, if this resolves, you're just in such an advantageous spot. The only time this is bad if you, like, shotgun it and they just pass and you have nothing, but, like, that just isn't real. Because this deck is good, and you will not brick unless you're in top 64, I just have a main deck, 42 cards. Don't think I'd make any changes.
We'll get to 40.
No, because
we'll get to
no, I'm gonna draw Fodder every game, Jaja.
We'll get
Extra deck, like kind of standard. Standard, Jaja. Striker, SP, Moon. This is organized awfully. Requiem, Sequence, Agnum Day, just like the Fiend Smith links. Agnum Day and Striker are like the 2 flex spots. There's quite a few cards that can be in these spots, like Promethean Princess, Lina, the Bystial Synchro, I don't even remember his name, Baldrake. No, that's the Dispetter, there we go, Mr. Peter. But I decided on these 2 and they both came up a lot. They were really, really good. Hieratic Seal, not much to say. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Seals pass.
Best card ever printed.
So true. Desiree Necroquip. One thing about Lubellion is it helps you trigger the draw effect, and just, it's so good. I'm glazing Lubellion. Caesar, it's Caesar. I don't really make it that often. I'm usually going for Desiree because the trap's always in my hand, so I'm like, screw it, if they have it, they have it. And they usually don't have it because they're bad. Typhon, this card solos like getting into a grind game and just sticking this is so good against Raziel because their detonator just isn't that good. Tenpai stuff, Bident, Transcend, Trident. Some people are cutting this. I don't think you can. I think that you need to be able to pop this in the battle phase to revive it to out like really big numbers. And it's just really nice outing stuff. These came up when I played against Makonko in round 10. That was very funny. I had to out both of his equips, and these guys, they did it. They're my goats. And then Chaos Angel cards, crazy. I didn't make it much, but it's so good. You gotta play it, you know?
That card carried me.
So true.
It's broken when it comes up.
Side deck, 3 Droll for like Mitsu. I played 2 Mitsu decks. Neither of them were like normal. Both of them were 60 cards for like no reason, but it was good when I saw it. I was always setting it against most of the Raziel decks. Lancia for Malice. I sided Imperm. I didn't want to main it because it conflicted with Bystials quite a bit from my experience in testing. I decided to main Droplet over it, but I wanted to have it in the side so that I had like a trap card for going first, as well as a good side to take out some of the bad cards like Bystials and Detecting Malice. And it overperformed. It was so good on the side. Called by, just because it's called by, 3 Slayer and Aggregator. This was really, really good. I'm really happy with this. I don't know if the Aggregator is entirely necessary.
It's necessary.
It didn't come up for me every time
It for me.
Yeah, every time I had Slayer, it was only Detonator. Usually because I was either like fooing them or drolling them, stuff like that. But I do want to keep playing the Aggregator. And then the last card was a 1 of Phantasme, partially for side patterns, but against Malice going first, I'm siding down to my only Bystials in the main, excluding Lubellion, being these 2. And I'm almost always mag searching this going first, and it's just overperformed. I think the 2 Malice players I drew this against, both times it drew me Ash Nib, and that was enough to stop them. So just really, really happy with this card. It was really, really good. But yeah, that's the deck profile. I think that this is by far the most fun I've ever had playing a deck. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.